All right, Hop Nation, good morning. It is Monday morning. We have a little nor'easter here on the East Coast for anyone in this area. Hope you all are doing well. Back in the Box Productions brings to you the Week 6 Monday night preview for Hop football, and it's a good one this week. Oftentimes when going into the Monday night, sometimes there isn't a lot to look for, but this week is very, very different. First of all, there's two games being played. You have Atlanta and Buffalo is one, and then you have Washington, Chicago is the other. So we have four teams playing tonight, two games, and many of the Hop matchups are still in the mix. So let's take a look, and as always, I'll start with my own matchup. So currently I'm taking on Chris, the champ, and he currently has a 23-point lead on me. And tonight he has going Mr. Luke McCaffrey, Washington receiver, who may get some run considering McLaurin is out, Debo is questionable. So that's what he has, McCaffrey on his side. On my side, I still have Drake London. And I have either Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels. Currently, I have Caleb Williams in as the starting quarterback, with the rationale being if Debo Samuel doesn't play, I think I'm likely to sit Daniels, just because I kind of feel like he doesn't have anyone to throw to. I'm not quite sure how to read the whole McCaffrey thing and if that helps me or hurts me. So anyway, right now I have Caleb Williams, I have Drake London, and I also have the Commanders coach. So I have those, and I'm down 23 points. This is going to be really close. There's no doubt in my mind. Currently, the ESPN projection has me winning by 10 points. But, man, who knows? Who knows? If there's no receivers in Washington and McCaffrey gets some run, again, oftentimes, even if I play Daniels, oftentimes the person who has the receiver against his opponent's quarterback, typically the receiver gets the benefit. So I'm not really sure yet. This should be a close one, though, and one to watch. And it's a big one for me because if I lose, that's 3 losses in a row after a 3-0 start. And I'm also looking to avenge my losses to the champ from last year. So it's going to be an interesting night. Moving on. Morrow's Vikings taking on Craig and the Southpaw. Another really close one. So currently, Craig has a 24-point lead, thereabouts, and 24-point lead, and Craig is in the clubhouse. So he's got nobody going tonight. So that's always an interesting scenario where you have a halfway decent lead, but at the same time, your opponent has players, and then you have to watch and hope that they don't blow up. On Morrow's side, down 24 points, he has Bijan Robinson and Krosky Merritt, 2 of the running backs going in tonight's games. And so, again, should be fairly close. ESPN has Morrow winning from behind by about 4 points based on who's still going. And it remains to be seen. Krosky Merritt is still very much a question mark, but Chicago's defense is terrible. And Bijan has always looked really good, but it is a 24-point deficit. So we'll see what happens. Again, very, very close matchup. An important one for Morrow. You don't want to drop to 1-5. And if he wins, that'll be 2 in a row. On Hop's Chop Block and Scooter's Boys, this is the one matchup that doesn't have anything to play for tonight. Rick Erdlin is already up by 30 points almost, and he has Bill's head coach tonight, and that's all there is. So nothing to do there. That matchup is all completed. Then we move on to the Brooklyn Baller and the Polish Powers. So Mike, Brooklyn Baller, OTMC, is in the clubhouse. No one going tonight, and he has just over 100 points on the week. Very, very low scoring week. And Errol, Polish Powers, currently down by about 7 points, and he has James Cook going. So again, nice to have a starting running back. on a potentially high-scoring team against a team that doesn't really have much defense. So, I mean, Errol looks pretty good in this one, but it is still a deficit, and he does have to come from behind, which is funny because of the 3 out of 4 matchups I just mentioned, the favorite to win each of those matchups is the team currently behind. Errol is slated, based on ESPN projections, to win by 12. We'll see what Cook does tonight. Anything can happen. It's going to be a sweat for the Brooklyn Baller. But depending on if Cook comes out hot or not, it might be over fairly quick. And then finally, we have another close matchup. This is one instance where the team that's in front is still projected to win, but again, fairly close. We have our Chop taking on Rick Penner, the Polar Bears. 5-0 Rick Penner. And Matt is currently up by about 42 points, give or take. So Matt tonight has Kyle Pitts going. Kyle Pitts, the tight end. And that's all he has. And on Rick Penner's side, he has Rome Odunze and Deebo Samuel and the Bills defense. So there's a lot here. It's a 42-point deficit. One thing to watch for this game is Deebo. Deebo's being listed as a game-time decision. So if Deebo doesn't play, there are no replacements. So Rick's got to hope that Deebo actually plays and plays well. And then you have Rome Odunze and the Bills defense. So again, whether or not Deebo plays is going to come into play on this one. And if he does, I think you're in for a photo finish. Based off of ESPN projections, they have Matt winning this by 6 points and giving Rick his first loss of the season. If Deebo plays, I think it's going to be close. If Deebo doesn't play, it's going to be a tall mountain to climb for Rick, although Odunze has had a very, very good season. So we shall see. All right, boys, there you have it. So 4 out of the 5 matchups are in doubt. All projections are close. Almost everyone has someone going tonight, and so there's a lot to watch. So the future of the standings in the Hop is really going to be, it'll be interesting to see where things shake out after tonight's action. So good luck to everyone who's still in it, and I'll hope to get you a recap as soon as possible after the Monday night games. On that note, enjoy the football tonight. If you have in bad weather where you're at, stay safe, and I'll catch up with you soon. Commish out.